Hey guys, it's your girl Aisha, aka Geek XX Chic, and we're back with the reaction to The Umbrella Academy. We are now on episode 7, which is called Olga för Olga. At least I think that's the way it's pronounced. For those Swedish people out there, I apologize if I've offended you in several different ways. So, the season is coming along quite lovely. We are at a place where we last saw Five make a deal with the devil in order to try to save his family if he's not able to figure out a backup plan. We also discovered what the handler's plan is after a lot of strategic planning and not a lot of communication about it. And we also saw that certain members of the Umbrella Academy are definitely more focused on their current relationships and living in the moment, per se, than trying to save the world. And again, there could be a lot of reasons for that, but obviously this is very frustrating for Five, and this is why he felt like his final option was to go to the handler. So without further ado, we're going to get into this episode. But before we do, if you have been here before and you like what you see, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join the fam. You know, your girl's really trying to grow her channel, so any support you can offer would be greatly appreciated. And as well, just a little shout out. I know sometimes people who watch reactions may not be aware of this, but this is not a market substitute, which basically means that there is an original offering of this show which is available on Netflix, and that's where you should watch the whole show and support it so that they can, you know that you like this kind of stuff and continue to make more of it. So I will pause, I will talk over it sometimes, but that's all part of the reaction experience, okay? So hopefully you love that, and if you don't, well, sorry, it's gonna happen anyway. Okay, with all that out of the way, let's get into the episode right about now. I really hate taxidermy. Just a side note, I think it's gross. Fudge nutter? Okay. Really? You're gonna murder them all with an axe? That's gonna take forever. I actually didn't think he'd go through with it. Oh, he didn't kill her. Never mind. He went through with it. But then I forgot he was an assassin for them.
I'm not doing this for money.
Miss Wisconsin. She is strong. The fish. Remember, the fish did nothing. And also, how did that woman not care that there was a bunch of dead bodies in the room? What is going on in Wisconsin? Y'all, for real? Like, no one cares about dead bodies. This happens at every convention. I'm confused. Wow. That's great.
I hate all of you.
No. I don't want it to be against Klaus's will, though.
I hate this. Not being able to do anything. Klaus, the way you feel right now is the way I feel every day.
Right?
All I do is watch you make the same mistakes over, over, and over, and over,
And over.
You want to make it up to me?
No, not possess me.
Just for a few minutes.
Why? What's so damn important?
Jill.
Yeah. Can Ben have one damn thing, please?
But wait, no. We need to talk about ground rules.
Yeah, I think boundaries are definitely necessary in this whole possession thing, because ew. Ew.
Miles wants to strategize, get everybody on the same page. Can you believe this? All of our hard work is finally paying off.
I'm really happy for you, baby.
We're all gonna die in 2 days.
No.
You couldn't have teleported into a shower?
You know, you're really starting to fill out those tight little shorts of yours.
Ew. He's still a minor. Sort of.
What? Am I supposed to take that seriously?
What I did today, I did for my...
Don't come near me with that.
I did it to save the world.
That's actually nastier than all the murder.
It smells like the feds.
What?
Really?
You out of your mind? Diego, if this was the federal government... excuse me, ma'am. I was just wondering... What? My name is Luther Harper.
Yeah, welcome to back in the day when you actually used to call people. They'd be like, who is this? State your business. There was no call display.
It's Erga Froga,
idiots. Swedish for an eye for an eye.
Ah, thank you.
Swedes killed Elliot.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
Have a lovely day.
Oh, I miss the days of prank calling.
It is my solemn duty to assume control of the commission.
And was she in charge? She was demoted.
The briefcase room will be closed temporarily.
Her daughter heard the truth, finally.
I have to say goodbye to Lila.
Lila doesn't give a shit about you, Diego. She never did. She's one of them. She's a member of the commission.
You don't know what you're talking.
If you don't do this, I'll kill you myself. Got it?
Sorry. But really, you could have delivered that a little softer, number 5. But you know he doesn't lie, boo. He's like, welcome to club stress eating, my friend. Oh, he's gonna eat, isn't he? Because he hasn't eaten anything in day. Oh, this is so sad. Like, this is both beautiful and sad at the same time, guys. Hashtag save Ben. Oh, ma'am, no, that's not good for natural hair. What you doing, boo-boo?
With you gone. Harlan could go back to spending time with his mommy and his daddy like he should.
I mean, if it wasn't such a douchebag, what he's saying is not actually wrong in the sense of, you know, Sissy is his wife.
Are you saying that I could see Claire again?
Oh, first mention of her daughter all season.
We're special. And good or bad, that means we don't get to live normal lives. Here or anywhere.
Facts.
That's not fair.
Welcome to life.
But we have to risk everything to save.
Poor Luther's like, I have an 8 body. What is your problem, woman?
And
Can you please stop making food look so dirty right now, sir?
You're so good with people. Everybody comes to you for advice, and you give it so freely. And I love the way you tug on your earlobe when you read.
I had to buy a cream for it.
I know.
Oh my god. Too cute! Can't stand it.
Can I smell your hair?
What?
Sure.
I forgot this is a cult, of course. Nothing's weird.
Do what?
Have sex. The holy union of our multiple spirits.
A virgin.
What about last week?
Huh?
You, me, and Kichi. In the sex swing. We practiced the suspended extended 4-part unification.
Oh, it's so filthy.
Yes, you are, Daddy.
Just ask me something only Ben would know.
Okay. When we were little, what did you reprogram Allison Sadie Ruxpin to say?
Luther sniffs Dad's underwear.
Oh, this is so cute. This is what we needed. Except it would have been nice if it was Ben's body somehow. But anyway,
Good to see you, brother. You too.
they're cute.
No.
Okay, so there's a time limit on the possession, or Klaus is rejecting it. We need to know the rules of this whole possession thing.
Why do you get to decide? You're the reason we're stuck here in the first place.
Here we go.
If I did nothing, we would all be dead right now, thanks to you.
Ooh! You did open that door.
Because I was just about to say the same thing. I'll be there, but I need to say goodbye first.
Fine, we don't have the time.
It's either that or I'm not coming.
She's so bringing them.
Your whole childhood was bullshit manipulation. Then why would you do that to me?
Because I'm kind of twisted and broken myself.
I can remember you. Take the pain away.
I'm not gonna do it like that. I don't want to forget you. I don't want to forget us. I would take my year with you over a lifetime with anybody else.
Oh, that's a good line. That is a good line. I take back almost everything I said about you, Ray. I still don't agree with the way you handled Allison's situation in the beginning, but otherwise, you're solid. Huh?
I'm sorry. Now is not a good time.
Oh, hell no. No, 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 no.
Brothers, sisters, everybody sing! We're gonna bring you the flavor. We're gonna show you how.
Sorry. Sir. Oh, sorry, Ray. Fighting is not your forte, boo. At least not, like, physically. Finally. Speaking of, what was it? Oya or Osa? Oga. Oga. You're one Oga short now. I'm sorry.
I heard a rumor. You killed your brother.
It's like that. You didn't have to go there, sir. You shouldn't have gone there. You shouldn't, but you deserve it. This is really sad, though, in a way, though, because they didn't ask for this. Can you get the dead white man out of your house, please? Because this isn't going to look good. No one's going to believe what just happened here. I mean, I think deep down the handler knew you wouldn't be able to get it together. You guys are an absolute train wreck on the best of days. Okay, but 3 police officers for 2 women and a child, sir. Yes, one of those women is a, like, world-destroying murderer, but that's not the point. You don't know that. And now she's like, okay, well, you're kind of new to this whole using your powers thing and being, like, aware of your surroundings thing. I mean, bless you for the effort, but, alright, so that was Olga Fjord Olga. Olga? I'm sorry, I'm gonna stop bastardizing the Swedish language. I'm sorry about that. But yes, now at least we know what it means. I didn't have to look it up. From the beginning of the episode, I knew that we weren't going to obviously get them using this suitcase because, first of all, the 90-minute time limit was an absolute, yeah, that wasn't going to happen. Secondly, we're not at the end of the season yet, right? Them teleporting out to a different time was not going to, it would mean it would lead to anything else, you know what I mean? Then just going back to life as normal and everything being perfect, well, then that's the end of the season, potentially. But also, as I mentioned during the episode, this group is so chaotic, there's no way. The only way Five could have gotten them all there at the same time in the same place to do this is if he'd, like, knocked them all out and dragged them there. With the exception of Luther, because Luther had nothing to lose. Like, Luther's probably the one person who doesn't have any ties to this time, right? Like, Allison was the one thing he really cares about, if you want to be real about it. And she's married to somebody else and wanting to live that life. So really, he had nothing to lose. Everybody else has some form of a tie that they want to keep in this time, right? It's like he just, unfortunately, this was an uphill battle. And of course the handler knew that. And that's the part I said when he made this deal with her, I was like, oh, like, he's just so desperate because he had to know, like, I don't know, I just feel like he just had to know deep down that the handler was not going to just do an even trade. Like, she hates Five. She hates Five so much. And plus, she also has some revenge. Like, if she's this angry about being demoted that she would kill an entire council of people, of course she's not going to just let it slide that Five was the reason she experienced that demotion in the first place and got shot in the head by proxy. He should have known that there was more of a catch, that there's no way that she would just say, yeah, sure, you get what you want easily. Like, no. But sadly, I understand, like, he was very desperate. He's very frustrated. I think what the show doesn't show as much, but we may not remember, is that in season 1, in that episode where we get to see what Five went through before he came back in time, he went through, what, 40 years of complete and utter, not that long, sorry. It was like 10 years, right? 10 or 20 years? Something like that. An extraordinarily long amount of time of being completely isolated, as in no people, no humans, no animals, like nothing. No life, just him. And as humans, first of all, that's not really possible, right? Like, the truth is, as human beings, we actually need human contact. Like, it's literally being scientifically proven that if we're completely isolated from all human life, we will lose our minds and we will eventually lose the will to live. I mean, which maybe, I guess that's why they showed that he had the mannequin, right? Because he needed to have some semblance of life and a connection to it in order to survive. But the point is, he went through a lot. He actually is the only person in the Umbrella Academy, and arguably on the planet, who really understands what it is like to truly lose absolutely everything and everyone. Like, he's the only person who fully understands just how devastating and horrible that is. And I think all of this, you know, the fact that he would go to the handler or use that instead of using the advice that his father tried to give him about slowly but gradually and surely learning how to control his powers more accurately, it's because of that desperation that he feels deep down of, oh God, like, I can't go back to this place where I'm the sole survivor. I can't go back to this situation where there's no one else, right? Because we all know that Five he could evade all the apocalypses, period, right? Like, because of his abilities, he can always escape. But he doesn't want to be alone, right? He's been there where he's been the sole survivor. Yeah, it's sad that it blew up in his face, and of course he did not know about the additional factor of the Swedes being out there trying to kill members of his family. Now, that kind of brings me to the Swedes' attack on Allison. I'm assuming that they did it because they wanted her to tell them where Diego was, but they seemed pretty intense. Well, actually, no, they probably were just trying to get to Diego. But I feel like there might have been a side mission from the handler to kill all of the Umbrella Academy. And so here we are. They're still stuck in the 60s. And what's more is that now he's not sure if there's any way that they can get out of it. But I like this, though, because not in the sense of there's a lot of really crappy situations that exist now because they all thought they were leaving. But I like it in that I love that advice that was given in the wonderful Light Supper episode of Five needs to learn how to properly use his powers. Like, he's figured out how to use them for combat, which is what he was originally taught, but he hasn't figured out how to use it as far as the time and space thing. As far as the Swede fight, I have to bring out that, you know how I said a couple of episodes ago when Allison told Ray the truth and how she told him there was a cost. And as I said, I thought at first that cost was related to potentially the aftermath, because obviously the people are still conscious of what it looks like they are still conscious of what they're doing when they're doing it. But there's also the cost of it. Seems like it brings out a certain side of Allison that's a little terrifying, right? She does tend to get a little vindictive when she really gets into using her powers, which is dangerous. And so we saw that here with the Swedes, in that, like, fine, she needed to save her life, absolutely. Like, it was definitely getting to do or die. They were going to kill Ray, because Ray obviously was not going to stop and let them just kill Allison for all he knew. But to say, you know, I heard, you know, to rumor him to kill his brother that was really twisted. Like, that was mean even for Allison, and I get it. Like, she was like, you tried to kill me, you hit my throat, you tried to kill my man. I totally understand where she came from with that, but yeah, that was just dark is all I'm saying. That was a really dark move on her part. And, oh my god, the Ben stuff. Okay, I'm trying not to make this review super long, but we do have to really talk about the Ben stuff super quick. I'm so happy that we got some of Ben, but it just sucks that it had to be through Klaus's body, because again, I feel for that actor. I mean, I'm sure he knew what he was signing up for, but it still sucks that he has so little screen time, and this would have been like a perfect episode for him to finally have that moment, but it was more of Robert Sheen, which I love. I love Robert Sheen, but I just really wish that this really could have been about Ben, because it kind of wasn't, right? And even in that moment when he finally got to tell the first girl he's probably ever loved how he felt about her and got to experience those things, he didn't even get to really be himself or explain the situation, which would have been impossible to explain anyway. I don't know, it was bittersweet, I guess. Like, I mean, I'm happy we got something. It was beautiful to show the way they showed Ben just experiencing what it was to be in a mortal body again, all the things that a lot of us take for granted, like smells and touches and tastes and all the sensations that our body allows us to experience. Like, that part was beautiful and heartbreaking at the same time. But so that's pretty much it for the episode, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. Sorry this review is kind of long, but there was a lot that happened in this episode, so I hope you liked watching it. If you did, please hit that like button. It lets me know that you like this kind of content and want to see more of it. And again, if you've been here before and you want to see more, please hit that subscribe button. Until next time,